Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Thomas. Tonight we're here back with Wolfie actually. So, yeah, today's video is called I Watched the Worst Rated Anime of All Time. Yeah, basically she's going into bad anime. How bad? Well, I think we're about to find out as soon as we get in there. I'm not too sure how bad it's gonna be, but I don't remember any, bad anime, to be honest. Or maybe my mind's blocking it out, I don't know. We're about to find out to see what the heck happened here. Poor Wolfie. So be sure to subscribe for more. Hope you enjoy. Let's go.
I used to be the kind of person who, whenever I started watching a show, if I made it to the 3rd episode, I would commit to watching the whole thing, even if it turned out to be kind of bad. And so, I got curious wondering what people considered to be the worst anime of all time. So I searched online to figure it out. And doing this actually led me to 2 separate titles. And I'm going to watch both of them so that you don't have to.
Thanks, Wolfie.
Am I going to regret watching these 2 shows?
Probably.
Oh well, no going back now. The first
Good luck.
one I found is the one that seems to be the most universally accepted as the worst anime ever made. And it's called Destruction on Mars. The
Destruction
episode
on what?
starts off in space. We have these 2 guys who are bored of their job flying around in a cool spaceship all day, and they just want to get home and have some drinks when all of a sudden the spaceship blows up. It overheated or something. This spaceship contained a kind of material that was found on Mars, and as the spaceship blew up, this material broke off into little pieces and entered the Earth's atmosphere. And years later, they caused the birth of these Goma, Digimon-looking aliens who are out to cause havoc. But it's okay, because we have these anime girls here who are going to take care of them.
As you do.
One of them doesn't react at the enemy's first attack and immediately dies.
Oh,
but the other 2 still go charging straight into battle, and they're missing every single shot that they fire. Like, seriously, he's just standing there still. How are you missing every shot? I find...
Okay, yeah, I'll be real. If I saw that, I'd be like, wait, what's she, cover girl? Well, this ain't gonna last long. I'll be real, never heard of this. All I can think is, what is happening here? Jeez, honestly, if I saw this, I would be like, hey, don't even watch the rest, I'm out. What? Jeez, no build-up or anything? Hey, what else is happening here?
Kinda hard to believe that they had any training for this, I'll be honest.
Yeah, literally. First one dies.
Humanity's true last hope. This Power Ranger-looking guy named Takeru. And he jumps straight into the battle, ready to take these guys out. Until one of them catches him from behind, and... They gave him this big entrance that implied, this is the strong guy. This is the one who's going to save everyone. But then he...
I hear breaking expectations, but... yeah, just literally boom.
Look like he's strong. So Takeru almost dies from that encounter with the aliens and is now in intensive care. And in a flashback, we learn that he never wanted to be the hero. It was actually his dad who forced him to wear this Mars suit and take on the responsibility.
So a knockoff Evangelion?
Why it has to be Takeru wearing the suit and why it can't be given to someone else, because he clearly doesn't want to be doing it. It just
apparently sucks.
Typical, no, Dad. It's not my dream, it's yours.
Emo.
Except the dad doesn't seem to even be here, so what's stopping
you what's the point? Just leave!
Next, they decide that Japan has had enough of these fragments causing these monster attacks. So, they're sending the problem over to America to deal with instead. We still don't know what these fragments actually are, by the way, and I don't think that they're going to tell us. All that we know is that the future of the Earth lies in the hands of these 4 teenage girls and Takeru. And going off of everything that we've seen
what we saw earlier, we're doomed.
I don't think the Earth is going to be okay. Straight into
if I saw this, I would be like, well, we're doomed.
When all of a sudden, a new bad guy appears. And he immediately starts lighting the city on fire, so he clearly means business. Luckily, he just happened to make his first appearance exactly where the team is.
What do you think?
I also like how when Takeru is wearing the suit, it kind of sounds like he's speaking with his hand over his mouth, kind of like this. Yeah. And it's because he's wearing a helmet, and you have to really appreciate the spectacular attention to detail here. So now straight into the action scene, and here comes their opportunity to finally show us how strong the team is.
And immediately wrecked again.
This planet. So the bad guy is easily winning the fight without doing very much. Things are getting tense.
Going on here?
The battle looks hopeless for the good guys. When the green-haired girl goes up to Takeru and she's like, "Oh, by the way, I have this weapon you could use." But it is a little risky. But then Takeru uses it and he takes out the monster with a one-hit KO. So in other words, this entire battle and all of the pain that the characters just went through was not needed because they could have started off with that weapon and ended it immediately.
This is literally making no sense.
Of the car. They just chose to do things the hard way for absolutely no reason. Good job! And now that the fight's over and everybody's relieved and just having a little rest on the street,
now what?
It turns out that they let their guard down too soon because the monster comes back to life. Nani? And he grabs Takeru and starts talking. The real ones who invaded Earth and are the true aliens are the humans.
Eh?
And then he dies again. Okay, this was a bit of a mess. You might be thinking, oh, there are probably a lot of in-between scenes leading up to the climax.
Let me guess, no?
More impactful. Nope.
There was that?
Not. We only knew to expect the small enemies from the start, so this big boss guy came out of nowhere. And he barely had to move from the spot. We just watched the main characters ragdoll around him pretty much. And then the entire battle didn't matter anyway because Takeru had the potential to end it in a one-hit KO with a secret weapon we didn't know about. It could have been a lot better if they had more time. They had to cram this entire story into just a 20-minute movie. Overall, it was decent animation as well. I was expecting it to be a lot sloppier. Now, moving on from that, the second anime that I've got today is the one that is the legitimate lowest rated anime on the internet, which is Tenku Danzai Skelter Heaven. So the movie starts off with a shot of planet Earth from space. Does this look familiar to you guys, or is it just me?
Yeah,
we immediately learn that there is an alien monster invading Tokyo City. I feel like I'm getting deja vu right now. Was starting movies like this just a trend in the early 2000s or something? But this movie...
I think it's mostly anime, I think, because... Well, I mean, if you're going to anime, you usually start from, like, films from either the sky, the ground, wherever. Man, almost seems like a copy, doesn't it? I'm not too sure who they're trying to copy here. I got nothing else, really. Let's see how this thing differentiates from the last one.
It comes with an opening theme song. Skelter plus Heaven. Her fate, which does not get used to by nature machines, was left to your hand. The human body arms, which had the program embedded so that a command may be obeyed from when born. What? Okay, so we're starting off with an opening sequence that was not proofread.
Apparently not!
The threat over the city is this tree-shaped squid monster who is just up there hovering menacingly. And we meet the main
What is happening here?
There's this guy who I don't think they actually say what his name is, but he looks a bit like Phoenix Wright, except
Nick?
He's kind of rude. And then there's Ling. And these two are a part of an organization that commands these Gundam waifus to fight threats like this one. So
Gundam
waifus? Happened before. Although honestly, this guy doesn't really look like he's doing anything wrong.
What is this?
He's kind of just floating around and checking out the city. We quickly meet more of the girls and get a little preview of what Gundam fighting looks like. Except this little training session ends up with the girls falling in the dirt, and then there's no choice but to have a compulsory shower scene.
Of
and
course.
While in the shower,
it's the edgy round.
A flashback of a memory from 5 years ago where she witnessed an uncomfortable workout scene.
What?
But there is a great explanation of the meaning of this memory and why she thought of it just then. Just kidding, we're moving on to the next scene now, and it's never gonna be brought up again. So now the...
Okay, what the fuck? Like... I don't have any words! Like, what is happening? Like, That's all I can say. What is this? Oh, God. Anyone got any eye bleach? I think I need to burn that from my memory. Ugh. Like, gross. Please tell me there's anything else. God, I'm scared.
The girls are all prepared for battle, and off we go. We're straight out into the action, and it looks like everything is going right according to plan.
Okay,
Until the monster actually starts
yep,
to fight
there we
back,
go.
And I guess that they weren't expecting this because 2 of them got taken out on its first, honestly, kind of slow attack. Lena's really distressed after this, and she's looking like she might not be able to continue the fight. Until the main guy tells her to get over it, and I guess that's all she needed to hear. It had the same energy as this scene from Digimon.
That's the saddest story I ever heard.
I'm the one with the problem, not you.
Yeah, I blame the dub.
Okay.
And then this is where they decide to give us the information that these girls are not human. They were artificially created inside a lab. Sure, why not? After saving the main guy's life, Lene then confesses her love to him, which feels like it comes out of nowhere, but we have to have that extra little bit of drama mixed in there. And she rushes headfirst into that monster.
And it just says, don't go,
After
no.
Sword cuts the side of the monster, Lene is now somehow inside its core. The monster speaks to her telepathically, talking about humanity's destructive desires. But she argues that it's not all humans, and the reason why she fights is for the ones that she wants to protect. Then the monster goes up in smoke, and I guess that Lene sacrificed herself in the process? You're kind of just left to assume. But plot twist!
Let me guess, still alive?
From 1 year later, and we find out that there are now dozens of the same monster hovering over Tokyo. Oh my god! So all of the efforts that we just watched were in vain. The end.
Seriously?
This show had me so confused that I had to watch it twice to understand. Nothing was explained. We don't even know where that monster came from or why it was there. And all of the scenes came and ended so fast that it felt like I was watching a fan-made edit of the best moments. I think that the online ratings definitely make sense.
Oh, it is an OVA. What?
Were both of these movies bad? Yes. Were either of them the worst movie that I've ever seen? No. Some parts had me genuinely laughing out loud. Granted, they weren't supposed to be funny moments.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Fun talking about them to you. Anyway, that's all. Go watch a good show like K-On! Now. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to...
Like, I'll be real, like, if I saw that, I'm gonna be like, what the fuck did I just watch? Honestly, I think I just... Some of those scenes are like, what the... Like, this is, like, definitely WTF moments. Right now, thinking, can I be done? Okay, so thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Till next time, like, subscribe for more. See ya.